Hello everybody, welcome to a Murktide video. We are playing classic Is It Murktide. This deck list in particular came second in the Modern Challenge on Saturday in the hands of a very good player, Carlos Morales from Spain, and he made some important changes. So last week I 5-0'd with the version that I like to play, which is 4-channel F3 Shredder, so like way more targeting, way more with a lot of threats and not like Spell Snare, Brazen Bard, or Receipt. This version main deck is the same, except Carlos has replaced Consider with Serum Visions. The reason why he has done that is for sure because of the lack of Delirium. Very often in the past, I remember I was really calling for Serum Visions because you had you needed to get Delirium more often. You needed a sorcery because you only have 4 iteration and 4 bubble to give you sorcery. So you very often will have instant creature and land, but will often miss sorcery or artifact. And this version will certainly have Delirium way more often than the version with Consider. Even though, of course, Consider put the card in the graveyard, this cantrip is just a sorcery. Although with Ledger Shredder, I think that has reduced because Shredder just makes you dig deeper and you'll find the bubble or the iteration, which is more likely. Another change that he has made is that he played, again, same sideboard as the one that I played in my last league, but he has 2 Chalice of the Void over 2 Unlicensed Hearse. And this is because of, sorry, actually he also, yeah, this one. This is because he has probably just thinks that the Living End matchup is bad and he doesn't like Unlicensed Hearse. I personally would play with Unlicensed Hearse. I think it's great in the mirror match and against any deck with Channeler. And I would play one more Flusterstorm over a Dispute. This is exactly his 75. Yeah, I think it's good. Actually, let's. In theory, you wanna split all your fetch lands. In theory, you want to play with Snow-Covered Island for Ragavan. In practice, it doesn't really matter. It's just a thing that's so thin and it doesn't matter. So yeah, Serum Visions, Blur, Murktide, let's go. This is the classic Murktide League. I think I rank this deck as the best in the format. It loses. It has a bad matchup against 4-color, but outside of that, I'm not afraid to play against anyone. You can say that Affinity is slightly negative, you can say that Hammer is slightly negative, but still not in the range of, yeah, I mean, 4-color is a very bad matchup, but outside of that, you can fix it all. And even the very bad matchup, it's not like as bad as, I don't know, Infect versus a Nauseam, you know, it's still like winnable, it's still winnable, like, you're still like a deck with a lot of powerful cards, but, you know, the combination of sometimes Cavern of Souls, sometimes just Solitude Ephemerate, and things like that can make it hard. Reason Reef, of course. Just all of these like little things that make value that you have to kill, like Omnath, that they make value and you have to kill them, and at the end you just drown. You drown. That's what you do. Good morning, everybody. Are you ready for some blue-red murky Okay, opponent's playing 80 cards. I'm keeping this hand. I have Spell Pierce for Ren and 6. Yeah, I mean, we all know why people play Consider, because you hold up mana. They don't play Ren, so you play Consider instead of Serum Visions. I didn't even need to. I think I don't need to say that because people usually play Consider, so it's very well known why you play Consider over Serum Visions, but this deck list is doing this different, so we have to try to, you know, talk about the things that go. Okay, so they went for Parasite Quarters. Weird, because that means that, I mean, either they have a basic mount, which they usually don't, or they don't have Ren and 6. Yeah. Okay, so that's banned. I'm assuming this is a nice Fencoatl here. I was amazing draws for me. Like, my hand was pretty bad and having 2 iteration. Now it's a great hand. What can you do, right? I'll start with Spirebluff Canal because there's a world where you draw all the Spirebluff Canals. I'll put in Shocked and Passed. So this means to me they have Counterspell, alright? And since they have Counterspell, there is no reason for me to do anything. So I'll just pass. Next turn, I will go for Iteration and maybe Spell Pierce if they play a top land here. If they play a fetch land, I can't consider these Spell Pierce a Counterspell. But yeah, patience. I mean, again, this is the bad matchup of the deck. So we're gonna try and see what can go right or wrong here. That's fine. Just play late, pass the turn. We don't have Blood Moon in the deck. We have Archmage Charm, so no reason to fetch. Remember, you can always build this deck if you expect a lot of Yorion decks. You can build this deck with Blood Moon in the main over Archmage Charm. Alright, that's just a basic island, basic land. I did write my update for color. Now they have replaced Eladam Recall with Traverse. Traverse is nice because in situations like this, it just is a land as well as being very good in the late game. In this version, I'm gonna set in the license. Actually, I don't have a licensor, so I can't do that. Never mind. All right, they still live up the counters, but remember, on turn whatever it was, they shocked and passed, so they have Counterspell in the end. So we have to play around that one. Alright, they return Yorion. Okay, so now I can't go Iteration. They go Counterspell, I go Spell Pierce. I haven't cast a spell yet, and it's turn 6, so it's time to do something here. They have 6 cards in hand. My hand isn't great. I'm not delirious yet. Okay. I can go hand, bottom, exile. Then I can dash Ragavan. Just make a treasure and pass here. If they go Unholy Heat, they'll take 3 damage and I'll Spell Pierce it. And I keep up Counterspell too. I don't have Counterspell, but I keep it up. I exile the Steam Vents. Alright, not the worst. I thought my opponent was going to get Steam Vents there. Breeding Pool. Okay. So what I did here was just ramping up mana, getting Spell Pierce, honestly to answer the Unholy Heat that I thought opponent would have played on Ragavan. But yeah. If they go Omnath Fetch Land, I can't do anything about it, unfortunately. In your opinion, on the reprint of... Yeah, they reprinted Impulse. That's cool. No opinion on it. I think it's cool. I'll probably see you play in every format. Standard, Modern, Pioneer. It's a fine cantrip to have. It's always nice to have cantrips. Took them a long time. Yep, since the Vision, so 1996. No reason for me to Spell Pierce at the Fairy. That's not a play you like to make. And sure, you could argue that, no, opponent, but why do you do this? You know, I did an F6 because I expected them to do this. If you bounce a treasure, you don't draw a card. Alright. I'm probably still losing, though. You're off. Murky. I'm not delirious yet, but let's start with, what can I do here? I can go Iteration. So I have Delirium at least. Hand, bottom, exile. I have Delirium at least, but I don't have the Unholy Heat. She's slightly annoying. It's slightly annoying. Archmage Charm. Okay. Iteration, you got. That's good. It's a good card to have. I'll pass and I'll draw the charm. But yeah, That's not really how this game's supposed to go. Like, you're supposed to do something, not to land go until turn 5. Pioneer for sure. Well, Iteration wasn't really replacing, you know, Impulse. Iteration is more like a card advantage engine. Impulse is more like dig for your combo card. So it will see playing like the your prismatic ending, I think. It will see play in the what's it called? In the combo deck, in the Lotus Field, but not in like Blue Red Phoenix. You traverse. This time you'll find anything you want. That's alright. They found Emrakul, the Promised End. Okay. This is the deck that won the challenge last week. Counterspell, Iteration, and Traverse. Alright. They got 5 cards with Yord and Emrakul. It's weird that I haven't drawn a Unholy Heat yet, but what can I do? Can they cast Emrakul already? Yes, for sure. Any land will cast them. We'll let them cast it. Let's go Shredder. Let's go Merc. Wanna delve away. Allora. I wanna delve away not to instant and sorcery because I plan on casting a new one ASAP. And a loot. Counterspell. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. Not bad. I'll discard Spellpierce. Yeah. Well, maybe not, actually. Let's go Ragavan. Put us on 10, and if they don't draw a card to pump the two... If I don't draw land for the Omnath, I might just get away with it and win the game next turn. Funny, I haven't drawn a single Unholy Heat, and this is the first counterspell I draw too. Alrighty. So they're playing Teferi Time Raveler. Okay. 5 cards. I'll play Counterspell. Okay. They don't have a land, looks like. Wow. Wow, nice. I actually win this game. I knew the Spellpierce would have come in handy. I knew it. That's pretty sick. Turn 9, Spellpierce. Boom, win the game. GG opponent. GG opponent, wow. Alright, 1-0. I never expected to win, but here we are. Alright, let me open my cyber guide that I uploaded on China Firebolt the other day. It's a very updated list. It even has the difference between Omnath and Traverse. Sorry, Traverse and no Traverse. Alright, so this one in particular has... Okay, we don't have a Licensors, unfortunately, in this list. Because I would have loved to bring in a Licensors in this matchup. But there isn't, so I can't. Alright, so I want all these cards. The bad cards are Channeler, because Channeler is bad against Endurance, and my opponent will for sure have Endurance. I take out Charm. I will always let you know that you can't have Moon and Charm in the same deck. War 2007? Yeah. Why? Have they made a new one? Does the new board write for you? I'll never really understand those like updates. Whatever. You just use it. As long as it's not Apple that actually makes your phone unusable if you don't update it. When new cards will you add to your cube? Impulse? Impulse is not a new card. Impulse is not a new card. It's a very old card, actually. From 1996 with Love. I remember buying a lot of them because of Pauper. I think I really have a lot of them. Not that they're worth anything. It's just funny that recently, I remember I had to build like a couple of decks that had Impulse in Pauper. Like, it was both in Tron, and there was another deck. Anyway, at the bottom of a card, it will be a land. There'll probably be like a fetch land. Yeah. Go. You're surprised in Serum. Yeah, Serum over Consider again. Like, remember, it's not that if I play a deck, that means like this is the deck I like to play now. I just have to play a different deck every week for Friday Murktide. Okay, this is how this goes. This is how this goes. Land on top? No thanks. You can keep it. You can keep your land. Actually, put it into play. I regret now. I wish I got an island because I have a 2 Blood Moon in my deck. So yeah, should have fetched for island. All right, good to know I have to Fairy. No Graveyard Hate inside So Brave. Well, usually the Graveyard Hate is only needed for the and the Drew Spell Pierce. I really should have taken island. Man, I got so punished. Although round 6 isn't like the worst here, but yeah, I got so punished for not taking island. Alright, draw 2, Serum Visions. Considering that I have Teferi on top. Ooh, Blood Moon, nice. I think I'll top this both here. I'll go like what? Top. Spirebluff Canal pass. You're surprised you only won 3 Shredder in a 75. No, Shredder is not a 4 of. Actually, might be closer to a 2 of than a 4 of. Red green? Was that another Ren? Hers? Bazeju on my land. Oh, because you want to return it? What a bad play. Because I scryed top, so they wanted me to shuffle. Sure, I shuffled. I mean, it was free, and they didn't have anything to do. You know what, opponent? You know what's also free? Pulling Blood Moon in this deck. Because it's free, and because you lose. Alright, a nice good old 2-0 against a deck that you're supposed to lose against. But I guess Pepengu never loses. Alright. The card does everything you want in the deck. What do you miss? You're missing that pink 2 mana for a 1/3 and passing the turn isn't really that powerful. And if you play a 4 of a card, you always want it in your hand. Multiple copies. This is why you play 4 of a card. Why am I playing 4 Channeler? Why am I playing 4 Counterspell? Why am I playing 4 Iteration? Because I don't mind the second copy. Shredder, it's not the same. I do mind drawing 2 of the same. I want a split of Murktide and Shredder because these are not 1-drops. 1-drops are cheap. You can fit them on your curve on turn 1, 2, 3 easily. 2-drop, it's a little bit more clunky. And sometimes you don't have the luxury to pay 2 mana for a 1/3 passing the turn, especially on turn 2. So it's a 3-drop sometimes. Some other times you're just, yeah. That's the answer. Remember, in Constructed, if you add 4 copies of a card, it means I don't mind drawing a second copy. Whereas a 3 of, it's good. It's 3 of in your deck, but you don't always want to draw a second copy. You'd rather draw a split of Shredder and Murktide because this is okay on turn 2 and this is good later. You think that was easy for the Blood Moon? Yeah, I mean, they didn't have a land, so they just died there. Of course, that's what happens when you play 4 color. Sometimes your deck dies because you don't have lands, or because you've played 4 color and you have to take dual lands and your opponent plays Blood Moon. It's really a common death for 4 color. It's a good deck, of course, one of the best. But and I'm not sure my opponent played very well game 1. They probably didn't. Alright, I'm gonna kill this immediately because of prowess, so you don't want to let him untap. Thanks that you took the time. No worries. I mean, Magic is an interesting game, and if you're, you know, I don't want to say that you're new, but you know, a little newer. These are topics that, you know, I went through very much in my life, so happy to share it. And again, this is also the reason why I stream and I make content, is that so that people ask me a question and I answer them. But the question have to be relevant. It don't have to be like, oh, should they ban Solitude, you know? And then I don't want to talk to you. Well, Andrew, would I play if they didn't have a 1-drop? Steam been stopped. Oh, because I had an Unholy Heat in end. I mean, depends on the matchup. I don't know. Everything is different. Okay, here I pass. Opponent, again, paying 2 mana for a Shredder here, it's very bad. Like, look at the Shredder in my hand. This doesn't seem like a constructed card right now. Right? It's a 2 mana 1/3, and my hand is only reactive cards. This is not good here. Good morning, Deuce Mortis. Hey, glue, glue, glue. You don't have Delirium. I'm not sorry for you. Do you love a Spike Me? Mutagenic growth. You don't see this every day. Oh, lava dart! Wow. Okay, this is mono red prowess. Since they banned Luris, this deck got a huge nerf. Light up the stage as well. Oh wow. Okay. Oh, caboia. So bombe micidiali. Can I draw a bolt? Lightning bolt from the top, please. Much worse. I think the play here is 3 mana, 5/5 flyer. Yeah. Block your channeler and then you bolt it. Hope you play an X2 so my Unholy Heat can do something. How was my last meal? Breakfast? I usually have a very light breakfast. I put mocha coffee, milk, I eat 2 cookies with it, and that's it. That's my breakfast. Playing with 2 cards in it, they're forced into casting these because I flipped them off light up the stage. So they go Channeler, they attack, I block, they bolt it. I do want to take the 2 for 1 here. I know it's not a 2 for 1 because they got this for free, but yeah, happy with this. When I'm at Four Seasons, well, when I'm at the hotel, I of course have to eat like a savage because you know I got the hotel with breakfast. Spell. Not a bad spell, but I'm just gonna go land go here. I need to play Counterspell on their next play because they tanked so much last turn, so they clearly had plays. I mean, they also don't have land, so. Yeah, at the hotel, breakfast of a champion. At home, breakfast of, I don't know, the poor. No, I don't know what I can say. Only 2 cookies? Yes, 2 cookies. 2 cookies is my maximum. No, counter. Tarmogoyf, ma che siamo matti? Oh! Get out. Let's play Shredder. So I have instant perfect. Look at this, chat. I can go. Actually. Yeah. So I can go Shredder, Iteration, loot whatever into the graveyard, and then Unholy Heat here. Because I have creature, instant, sorcery, land. See? So let's go. I have to fetch first. I got a 9. Hotel breakfast is amazing. Especially, so I've traveled a lot, right? Italian hotel breakfast are so good. Like, rest of the world breakfast also great, of course. But the Italian hotel breakfast, they're like so good. Because they have all the, it's international, so you can get like eggs and bacon and whatever. But yeah, they also have like Great Croissant. They have usually they have come cazzo si chiama? Grana Padano, Parmigiano Reggiano. Anyway, they have this cheese, the Italian cheese, which is like so good. All right, loot whatever. Hopefully it's a spell, so this grows. A buff. Vabbè, okay. Iteration. Hopefully it's a bubble. Can't complain. Hand, bottom, exile, and then I kill this. This is only 1/3, but that's okay. Oh, you have mutagenic growth? No, okay. Go. And this is just a 1/3, so it dies to bolt. Hope you don't have it. You're like the Greek food. Sure, yeah. Buff. See, if I only drew a spell instead of the steam vents, this would have been a 2/4 and wouldn't die to bolt, but I drew a... Anyway, they traverse for Tarmogoyf. That doesn't seem a modern playable play, I have to say. Allora, facciamo Channeler, Iteration, Surveil. If it's a bubble, I'll keep it on top. If it's a land, of course, we graveyard it. Madò quanto è forte sto mazzo. Mamma mia. Every time I play this deck, I'm like... Like, this doesn't seem like the same format my opponent plays. Bella. I'll leave that on top. Basically, whenever you play with Iteration, you want to reduce the odds of breaking. By breaking, I mean not getting land and spell, okay? The fourth one. Funny. Cazzo, cosa è scarto però? You know what? I'm actually discarding Expressive Iteration here. Sorry. Sorry, Iteration. Sorry, I really didn't mean to discard the fourth one. But I have to go Unholy Heat with Counterspell up. So that if they have a mutagenic growth, I can counter it. Good morning from Alabama. Good morning. Vabbè dai, basta opponent. Let's puck it up, please. Hello, Dr. Trunks. Why not cast Murktide? I don't know, Dr. Trunks. I think the way I played was all good, though. Nyari Grande wins. Could have done in their upkeep? No, because if they don't have a mutagenic growth, I play Murky Tease. Boom. Just asking. I know. I'm sorry. Thank you for interacting. My opponent is playing Red Prowess. So, I mean, I'll bring in... Actually, I don't know if I want Subtlety. But maybe Flusterstorm is not bad. Abrade is extra removal. I think I want to take out Counterspell. I think I want to bring this 4 in. I can also take out 1 Iteration. But yeah, I'll bring in extra Flusterstorms. I'm such a fan of Flusterstorm. I'm such a fan of Flusterstorm lately because everybody's just playing spells these days. Creativity, for example. You know, Mirror Match, of course. And my opponent also has lots of spells. Still keep the monkey. Remember, I paid 100 ticks for Ragavans. I'm never cutting them. 100 ticks. Do you... Like... I don't really have the concept of money because, I don't know, I don't really live a normal adult life. But I have the concept of how much expensive is a magic card compared to other magic cards. And Ragavan is very expensive. So if you paid 100 ticks for it,
you can't take it out. A Licensors hasn't been great, to be honest. Really, I find it's like the best card in the mirror match, like for real. Not the best card, but like maybe after a Mystical Dispute, it's the second best card. So, for me it's weird that there isn't in the sideboard, but then again, I don't mind net decking. Is Chalice around for Cascade decks? Yes. How many ticks is now? It's free now, basically. It's free. Ragavan now, it's free. They give it in every, like... Guarda qua, 30 ticks, porco cazzo. When did Mengu enter the market? Mengu entered the market last year. At 100, probably. It's just that people at the beginning thought this card was good. Then it's just, you know, it's Ragavan. Not bad, but it's Ragavan. Plus they banned it in Legacy, so. Long time video watcher. Hello, Vermel. How's it going? Thank you for watching. Monsters to Spear, my turn. Woo! Unholy Heat. I'm going to Unholy Heat. Heat. Even in paper, the price went down on Ragavan, I noticed. Which is strange, because paper prices never really tank. Ooh, this is a 3-4, that's large. Bella Volcanic Island for Pepengu. Go. You should make a Mengu Finance episode where I talk about my... Where I talk about the time where I bought, where a friend of mine won the World Magic Cup qualifier in Rome. His prize was 4 Tarmogoyf, and I bought him for 300 euros because I said, "Oh no way, this card is way better than that. It's gonna rise up in price." And now you see Tarmogoyf. I'm actually playing Serum Visions here instead of Expressive Iteration. Mamma mia, che merda. Bottom top. And now I play Expressive Iteration. I was hoping to find like a good card. I don't know. Yeah, like a Murktide. Yeah, exactly. Play Bauble. Because with Serum Visions I saw there was a Bauble. So I could make this play. Wait end of turn to crack it though. Because that will increase the Goif. Make a manga collection episode. There is a video of mine, I'll find it for you, where I go through my collection. Let me see. Mango collection. That's right. I just use... Guarda qua. I don't know why the title is in Italian. Mango ti mostro... Why this is translated? But yeah, there's a video. It only has 1,000 viewers. Mengu shows you the collections of the Dark, Antiquities, and Arabian Nights. Yeah. But nobody watched it, because of course I would watch a collection. Anyway, you attack me. Hello, Chicken Long. Should do a Legends one. I don't have Legends. I only have a few cards. That's the only set I'm missing from the old days. Because I have Unlimited, Antiquities, you understood. Bauble, what you got on top. Mutagen Growth, that's important to know. And free informations of Bauble is so good. Can I draw 2 spells here? 2, another one. Bravo, Mengu, bravo. Cosa faccio però? What do I do now? That is freaking mutagenic growth. So annoying on top of the deck, porco cazzo. Allora, this one can become a 7-8. Quanto specchio? 1, 2, 3. Alza. They have agreed to shrink the Goif. That's a good point, Kiori. I didn't think about that. Allora, for sure, I exile sorcery and artifact, so the Tarmogoyf becomes a 4-5. Can't become smaller than the 3-4 though. Alright, I think I have it. So I'll be able to shrink the Goyf up to a 3/4. So mutagenic growth becomes a 5/6, still smaller than my Murkities. How did Goyf get so cheap? Well, they were printed to death, and it's also like not that good anymore. I'm gonna go with Shredder just because this way I keep the Abrade. I don't know. Also, I want to loot. I'll leave you in the graveyard with a creature. And I'll loot a land in the graveyard. As you can see, I didn't fetch first because... Okay, so this is a bubble, but I'm not going to crack it. I'm not going to play it. Because I don't want to grow the Goyf, and maybe next turn I draw on this card again. So here they have a mutagenic growth in hand. This is a 3/4. You're not even sure if Goyf would be Pioneer playable. Pioneer doesn't have fetch. So, look, they attack me. At the end of the day, I have to block here. But ow. $500 for a foil future side, though. Oh, yeah. I want to... Okay, one second. Another Mango Finance episode. So, this was 2019. I was very in love with foils, so I had to buy 4 Tarmogoyf foil. I could have bought at the same price, I swear, the same price, the Future Sight one, but instead I decided to buy this. Hello? When did I mute myself? Anyway, what I was going to say is, so GP Bologna, so 2019, actually a little bit before that. Oh, because my scene is a different audio source, that's why. Okay, anyway, I could have bought this Tarmogoyf for the same price as the Future Sight one. Instead, I got these, the box topper one, 4. And they were 400 at the time. But like, why did they do that? Like, this is so much worse than the foil Future Sight. No, and it's all about the... Like, I really have a lot of regrets about these times. Because at the time, I don't know, I really liked like the alternative art, borderless things. Which now I don't anymore. But yeah, that's it. Allora, my opponent's attacking me. They have a mutagenic growth. They probably have what in it? Bolt? They probably have what? Bolt. Oh, if they have Bolt, what do they do? Because that's a 5/6. Guarda, I think this is kind of a free block. Right? Because that becomes a 5/6. I like Future Sight. Nah. So, it doesn't really matter what I like. It's just that first edition foil English. That's it. You can't beat that. First edition foil English. That's the nuts. Like, there isn't a more premium version than first edition foil English. All the other reprints and things like that, they will always come short, in my opinion, in my eyes. Alright, what about this Shredder here? Because if they go mutagenic growth, I think I have to chump. Yeah, I think I have to chump. Japanese, I don't like the Asians languages on the cards. I prefer English or Italian. Does Serum Visions feel any better than Consider? I mean, I've played like one match. It's impossible to say. We'll see. So far, Serum Vision let me go iteration on 0 mana left because I knew there was a bubble on top. Right, it's not a bad thing. Anyway, I know they have this in hand. Where do they target? Tarmogoyf? Oh wow. What do you have? Another? Do you have a second one? If you have a second one, it's bad. If you have a Bolt here, I think it's good. Because you have no cards left, and... Yeah, and I'll get... You do have a second one. Oh no, chat. It's bad news, actually. It's bad news actually. I'm gonna discard Bauble, right? Because this one becomes a 2/4, so it doesn't die to the thing. Draw. Adds clap for Pepengu. Adds clap for Pepengu. And honestly, the reason why you don't play Unholy Heat anymore. I bet. Playing 0 cards in hand, so let's go crazy. Let's go wild. Ragavan. Attack. Actually, I'm also going to Abrade that. No, a bad ice. Whatever. Let's just attack for now. Maybe flip something. Lightning Bolt. Although I have to play Abrade, I'm funnily now. No, actually, I can loot Abrade in the graveyard. Yeah, that's good. That's okay. So loot Abrade in the graveyard, and then I'll Unholy Heat the Goef. What's my favorite force of printing? Well, Alliance. But again, in that period of my life, I bought these. Which again, it's not bad. I'm happy about it. Obviously, I'm happy about it. But I like Alliance. You can't beat the Alliance one. Like, look at the colors. Sorry, opponent, for slow rolling, and sorry for the people who want to actually watch me play Magic, but it's Friday, and I enjoy showing cards instead. It's this. Like, look at the colors on this one. You can't beat this. Die. You can say whatever you want, but can't beat those. Va bene, you're playing Tarmogoyf. Sure. I'll fetch. It's actually not a bad draw, eh? Not a bad draw. I wish I kept. Oh no, actually I couldn't have kept anything there. Because I had to discard an instant to get the lyric. Zero cards in your hand. Wow, nice. Serum Visions. I can scry and draw the card. I scry. Look at that. Look at that. Serum Visions. Pretty bad. Top. I have to play Ragavan, loot, discard land, draw iteration, play iteration. But we'll see what else I do. I don't know. Very hard to lose. Very hard to lose. Che faccio? Oh. Hand bottom exile. Bolt you. You're at 7. Attack. Pass. Good morning, the Buffalo. You don't like the new artwork from Force of Will? Yeah, I mean, the thing is once you reach the peak, it's very hard to, like, even the new Liliana art. How do you ever top the old Liliana art? It's impossible. We can die? How? We have 0 cards in hand. Bolt. Va bene, this is finished. It's taken a while because I'm enjoying talking about cards more than enjoying talking about the games right now. When it comes to Friday Murktide or Sunday on YouTube, it's always like at the end of the week. And obviously I'm not tired of what I do. I love what I do. Love your content, GG, says the opponent. GG, thank you for playing. But it always comes at a time where I'm more relaxed. I'm not saying they were playing badly, just more relaxed talking. Okay, I'll take a bathroom break. Anyway, round number 3, opponent mulligans to 6 after 2 minutes of pondering whether to keep her mulligan. And they play Bird and Catacomba. And fetch. What are my favorite basic lands in Paper? How many Unholy basics I own? I bought a lot of Unholy basics back in the days. So I have... Wow, they mill themselves. Oh, this matchup isn't good. I remember that. This matchup is not good. I remember that. I keep the Bauble because of Shredder. But yeah, I mean, I usually use Beta. Although for my blue-red Murktide, I put the snow-covered lands. Because in theory, with Ragavan, you should put snow-covered lands, blah, 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 you know, it's whatever. I have, where are they? The Ice Age one. This one. Not bad. They're not bad. Vengevine turn 2. I mean, that's turn 2 for my opponent. It's gonna be tough, eh? It's going to be very, very difficult, let me tell you. My cube list posted. Yes, Mango09 on Cube Tutor. I gotta make this a 2/4 so I can block the prized amalgams. Hello, Bus NJ. You're starting to play Murktide in Modern? Nice. Do you have any advice for Murktide in Modern? Yes. Many advices. On YouTube, there is a full compilation of only Murktide videos for a year. So you have like 40 videos of me playing Blue-Red Murktide. As well as on CFB Pro, I update my deck guide every 2 months. Actually, the next one is gonna come up today or tomorrow. Today, actually. Today is gonna come up my updated Cyber Guide. There's an upside playing no land. Yeah, you can steal an On Thin Ice or Ice Fang Coatl with Ragavan. Draw 2, Unholy Heat, Expressive Iteration. Alright. Cube Tutor is Cube Cobra, right? Yes, I meant Cube Cobra. Sorry. That's a Cube Tutor. Do you want to bolt the bird? No, what do you want to bolt? I'll bolt the Vengevines? Yeah, right? Bolt the Vengevine now. Maybe not. No, I bolt the prized amalgam now. Should have maybe used Unholy Heat. Yeah, I should have used Unholy Heat. Anyway, I am discarding for this one, so I have to discard a spell because this one has to become a 3. So I can block Vengevine easily. And this one I think I can discard a land because I don't think I need it. Now I have a 3/5 to block your Vengevine and a 1/3. Serum Visions is an experiment, yes. It's not confirmed better. I mean, it's always the same. Like, if you've been playing Magic for a few months, you understand that you should always put no covered lands in your deck. But if you're lazy and you don't, it's not a big deal. Like, again, it's really not even worth talking about. I mean, I'll just talk about because Chad asked me. It's not. Narcomoeba, okay. So my bolt was wasted. But it'd be wasted regardless, I think. And I had to play my turn because I had to flip the Shredder. To play 2 spells, do I get to loot with both, so it's not bad. Yeah, play whatever you want. If you spent money on Secret Lair basic lands, just play those. If you don't care, play no covered. Alright, I'll have to block here. And again, you mill and blah blah blah, but I just can't take damage forever. They milled Gravecrawler. I mean, depends. Like, if they play a spell here, I get to double loot. Eventually, I'm gonna play like a big Murktide and I'm just maybe even beat you. Like, you don't have a Creeping Chill. Wait, do you have Creeping Chill in your deck? I mean, you've milled 24 cards. You didn't see any Creeping Chill, so this one actually does not trigger Shredder, I think. Yeah. Yeah, beta basics are unbeatable. Like, look at the colors. Look at the colors of the beta island. Like, rosa, pink. When do you find a color like this? Some people like these art better, but I just feel like this is normal. You know, blue and green. It's a normal island. I think the pink color, it's really like, What basics are in my vintage cube? They're casual. They're foil basics, textless basics usually. I have them from Zendikar, you know, every set. I just put in the foil basics in there. You like Guru lands too? Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't really pick up the Guru lands when they were accessible, and right now I don't really see myself spending all those money on Guru lands. It's fine if you want to, it's just not gonna be me. Because I still have to, you know, buy cards for collections and things like that. Yeah, you could like Onslaught, Mirage, whatever. It's cool. It's cool. In my cube, I have to use the foil ones because the cube is full foil, and you would feel the difference between like if all cards are foil and all lands are non-foil. Alright, you just did that. How many cards have we put on top? 1. Alright, cool. Draw. Spell Pierce. I'm gonna go Channeler, Iteration. Just random trigger on the stack. Discard all the Spell Pierces. Leave it on top. Discard all the Spell Pierces. Hand, bottom, exile. Play, surveil, iteration, graveyard. Bubble myself. Land. I'll play Bauble. Put it in the graveyard. I'll bubble myself. Channeler. I'm on 8. My opponent can easily put a Vengevine into play next turn. I guess I'm just waiting to one-shot them, right? What's on top again? Oh, Channeler. I don't like that. Let's go to 7. And pass. No attack, yeah. I want to just one-shot you next turn. In high-level competition event, is having most foil deck really matter? No, I mean, you could have your deck half foil, half not. It's fine. As long as you show it to the judges before and they say it's okay, it's okay. Oh, they got Wonder in the graveyard. Oh, I mean, all my team flies, but... Rotting Rats. 2 Vengevines. This is a Grave Crawler. Grave Crawler, trigger all the Vengevines and the Shredders. Counterspell in the graveyard. Sure. Am I dead? I blocked 3. I'll take... Nah, I'm not dead at all. I wonder if they play with Crypt and Chill. Or they even be just going lucky. Like, for example, at 4 Seasons, I played with, I believe I had 24 foils and 36 normal cards. I showed the deck to the judges before. They said it was okay. I never had any problems. Yeah. You tap only switch a supplier. Wow. It's a choice. It's very unfortunate that... that they have Wonder in the graveyard. Draw. It's very unfortunate that they have Wonder in the graveyard. Also had 19 cards. Can I mill them, you think? You think it's possible for me to mill them? Good morning, Zigaret. Oh yeah, you like Japanese? I'm not a fan for exactly that reason. That your opponent gets confused by your cards. That's a little bit annoying. Anyway, So Channeler has to attack, unfortunately. Niente, chat. I gotta attack with the Channeler, but we'll see what happens. Actually, I can play Bauble first. What do you think of Murktide that don't run Channeler? I think they're worse. Merda, ma certo che perdere the Wonder is not something I expected. I think I want to mill you. Okay, let's attack with this. Because I have to, and now they can block. You must have 23 plus foil? What do you mean? Do they have a stated number? No, no, no. They don't. Che cazzo faccio? Do I still doesn't mill them? There are 19 cards. Play land, maybe. But let's try this plan. I don't know if it'll work. Probably won't work. They don't have Creeping Tarn. I mean, they don't have Creeping Chill. I milled basically the whole deck and still didn't find any Creeping Chill. Oh, Murktide, finally. This is not Dredge. This is called Hollowvine. No, sorry. It's called Dredgevine. You see a lot of lists running right now? I don't think so. I think there was like a month period where people cut the Channeler, and now everyone's back on it. I honestly never left the team. Don't know what you've done, but best of luck, opponent. Okay, Great Crawler. I will trigger my Shredders. Sure. I think I'll lose, unfortunately. Unless they like make mistakes, I think I'll lose. I lose because of the Wonder. It's really funny that I lose because of the Wonder. Also really funny that I cut my unlicensed Hers for Chalice of the Void and I get paired against the deck. Or that would be good. Allora, mi attacchi con tutti. If I block the 3 bigger, I take 7. Oh wow. So I actually have to kill Vengevine here. I block the 3 bigger, I take 7. E niente, tocca kill un mazzo questo. Oh, they all fly. Oh yeah, I'm there regardless. Alright, GG. Because this one doesn't fly. Because they have the Wonder. La Meraviglia! Have you tried Narset in the sideboard? I have not. Win MTG. Good morning, Win MTG. How's it going? Facciamo Blood Moon. When in doubt, just try to Blood Moon your opponent. Maybe. I was thinking Chalice of 1, but no. I really don't have a deck here. I really don't have a deck, chat. Like in this matchup, does Dresden even do something? What's the best deal I've ever made on a card? Well, I bought Beta Power 9 in the past, so I don't think you can top the value there. What new modern cards? There are new Nobinaria. I don't know. It's such an easy question to answer. Such a hard question. Sorry. Such an easy question to ask. Such an hard question to answer. I have a podcast, by the way. ! Podcast. So since I got a bunch of people here that maybe new and you don't know about it, we talk about a lot of Dominaria cards. So if you listen to music while driving, just put on Mango Podcast instead. It's much it's better. That's what I do with other people podcasts. Every week we'll be talking about the new cards, by the way. Yeah, every episode is coming out on Wednesday. You know that I am very strict to my schedule, so I'm never missing a week, don't worry. I will never miss a week, and I will never not have an episode on Wednesday. If you know my content... I played main deck Blood Moon. Actually, I just thought about it yesterday. I swear. I thought about it yesterday. I thought, like, should I play with main deck? Should I play with main deck Blood Moon again? See the name of your podcast again? It's called the Competitive Carnies, Competitive Magic with the Carnies. But on exclamation mark podcast, you easily find it. What card would you put in the main deck? Archmage Charm. Archmage Charm. Oh wow, they do have Grip and Chill. What? They never found a Grip and Chill previously. That's crazy. Archmage Charm and Blood Moon go toe to toe. Nice. They let me loot. Bellally. I think I got rid of the Serum Visions and I'll actually Flusterstorm Dimension Deeper. Maybe I don't need Unholy Heat after all. Yeah, we're gonna win the game with Blood Moon, chat. That's a good old, when in doubt, when the matchup is bad, you just bring in Blood Moon and your opponent is gonna die. Because modern mana bases suck. Like, this deck really just steals so many games this way. Well, they conceded so quickly. Did they know I was going to cast this? They didn't even see Blood Moon and they conceded, chat. Bam. This is the worst. This is the worst when something in the game puts me in my mind that my opponent is looking at my hand. And now I don't necessarily want to put the hand either on because that puts a worse content, as well as telling my opponent, hey look, I think you're a sniper. But at the same time, I have a feeling now, so if I lose, I'll feel bad, you know? It's really just the worst as a streamer. I kind of wish I had the Nassif mindset. He's probably just leaves with it. I can't. And now, like, this is the worst. I really hope I win. He was on the battlefield. Yeah, but like, did you see how quick they conceded? Anyway, vabbè dai, let's submit. Don't subtlety? No, dai. He's not sniping. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Pedro. What did I say subtly against? Rakdos Cam, mostly, and Amulet Titan, mostly, and Burn, and Tron. Nice opening. I'm on a draw, so probably nothing matters. I was supposed to win game 1, I think. We're sideboarded. I don't think I can win anymore. Sorry, I meant we're in the draw. I don't think I can win anymore. Do you think the price of progress should be modern? Honestly, after playing with a canister with banned cards in modern, I think you can print whatever you want and unban 3/4 of the ban list and nothing will change. I actually believe in that. Why didn't they flashback this? That's weird. Do they have Fatal Push? Another Gaze-EOT? It's not good against the mirror? No, it's bad in the mirror. Subtlety. And honestly, this is the reason why you go turn 1 Ragavan. Because turn 1 Ragavan lets you be able to steal the play. So even if you're on the draw, you'll get the extra mana. Okay. Let's attack. I still hold on my Spell Pierce in case my opponent has a Fatal Push or whatnot. Why didn't they play this? I don't understand. It's so weird. Opponent played it a very strange way. And, Bauble. Hopefully I find a sorcery or a creature so I get Delirium. I'll Spell Pierce. I'll Surveil again to get Delirium. Land Graveyard. Counter. Surveil. Oh, che merda, I didn't get Delirium. Fanculo. Fanculo panzone. Alright. Do your worst, opponent. Do your worst. Va bene. I have the card on top. What is it? I'll take 3. I feel like I need to race. I don't want chump block. Chump blocking is the worst ability in Magic. And they don't. Okay, nice draw, Mango. Allora. Let's do the good old fetch iteration. Good old fetch iteration. Serum Visions, no gracias. Delirium. Spell Pierce, va bene. Va bene. Attack. See, because I fetch first, I was able to do this now. Important, chat, very important. Reveal, Otherworldly Gaze. Deal 1 in graveyard, you do. Alright, I'm casting this now. Surveil. No, I don't want you. Look at top 3. Mamma mia che merda. You're on 10. Do I want to draw a Bauble? I think so, yeah. So I'll go graveyard, graveyard. Okay. Guess we should. Oh, top. Go. What does fetch change? Because I was able to play Bolt instead of the fetch land. It didn't change anything then because I flipped this card. But if I didn't flip this card, I would have just had Bolt up to kill the Prize Amalgam. Yeah, I mean, you could see play Modern. Yeah, I could see... I could see them... Wow, you're saying Thoughts against me? I could see Impulse being played in Modern. You can play Fetch after, but I'd have to take 3 damage. I don't know if you see that life total have an important in this game. Fetch land are very important in this game. I was supposed to kill the Amalgam first, I guess. That wouldn't have been able to play Great Crawler. E quella la cappella, chat. That's a punt. That's a punt. That's indeed a punt. What's their deck called? Ragavan. You can find it on my YouTube channel. Crabvine, yeah. That's a punt. I should have killed this in my turn. I wouldn't have been able to play this. Why did I play the gaze? Well, it was free, right? It's very free. On top there's a Blood Moon. Is it too late now to play Blood Moon? Is it? Is it too late now to play Blood Moon? No. Might be too late now to play Blood Moon. So I have to crack the Fiery Islet. I think Papengu loses, chat. It's been a nice ride. Alright, serve it to the graveyard. Murktide. Unholy Heat. Okay, attack, pass, draw off Bauble. Let's see what I find in upkeep. Serum Visions over Consider. No strong opinion right now. I'm just trying Visions. It's been fine. I have a bigger regret in this game. I should have killed Amalgam and Marca Merda. Or draw. Good cards. No, you found the Wonder again? No. No, chat. The Wonder. Yeah, I lost game 1 and 3 to Wonder, I swear. Without Wonder, this game, maybe we could have raced. Although, again, if I believe that if I killed the Amalgam, they still can't bring back literally anything. So I think I would have still won the game if I killed the Amalgam before. Bella, 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 bella. Bella. I lost. I never thought about getting ghosted. It was a good game of Magic. And join again. Against Dark Entius. Dark Entius. What a set Modern Horizons 2. I wonder what would my content creation life be if it wasn't for Modern Horizons 2. What would I do here? Would I still be playing Arena? Maybe. I think I would still be playing Arena if it wasn't for Modern Horizons 2. Thank God, Modern Horizons 2. You came to save me. Legacy VEEDEO? Nah. I don't think there's that big of an audience. I mean, I do once a week, but... What is playing Storm, I think? Yeah, water before MH2 was very bad. Like, especially after the bans of the Uro and all the fun cards. Kikatsu. Ragavan in the bin. Serum Visions. Ooh, mamma mia, that's some good cards. Bravo, Mango, bravo. Top. Now I know there's a bubble on top, so I'll go iteration next turn easily. Sulfur Falls. You don't see these cards very often. You don't get it? It's Ziggurat. The problem of Modern Horizons 2 is that they're very expensive, and Modern used not to be that expensive in the past. That's not even true, because Modern has always been super expensive. That's the thing with Magic. Very often people make decisions based on the card accessibility rather than the actual gameplay. Prismark Man, you kill my Ragavan and you loot. Okay. Isn't worth to fetch before Serum Visions. It is, but at the same time, I could find like 3 Spirebluff Canal, and then the 4th one comes into play tapped. You know, it's very rare, but I think it's got 2 mountains. Allora, unfortunately, I can't go Merc plus Counterspells. I'll go this first because I know there's the thing on top. So I want to yeah, do this first because I know there's a bubble on top. And bubble on top is perfect with the... No, vabbè, forse... Ma che carte giochi? No, is my opponent even playing... Is my opponent even playing... Is my opponent even playing Storm at this point? Why not? Bolt. I'm gonna play Counterspell here. Creativity. Nah, they have these lands. They can't play creativity. Lands for Papangu. My. And bottom exile. Graveyard. Madonna mia. That was a lot of no-lands in a row, eh? How many no-lands in a row was that? Like 10? Deceiver Kiki? Could be, actually. They could be playing Deceiver Kiki. You think they have Deceiver plus Counterspell now? But I'll play 1 mana 3/3. Go. Deceiver Kiki, that could be something. Or Through the Breach. Through the Breach Emrakul. Also possible. Bolt the Bird. One mana 3/3 flyer. Gets the job done once again. Oh, I don't know what to do. Is the pod deck still a thing? Nope, they banned it. It's no more legal. It's no more still a thing. They banned the deck. Remove it from the game. When did it even cite in? Wow, look at those Serum Visions. Eric, he didn't mean Birthing Pod. They meant the Vivian combo deck. The Ars... No, vabbè, bosejo. Oh, my opponent's for sure playing the... Through the Breach now. They're playing Through the Breach. Where's my Blood Moon? Home cooking or nice restaurant? Nice restaurant. Show and tell. Nintendo, did you check out the podcast? We talk about the Dominaria United cards. Fetch the main phase. I have no clue what my opponent doing, and you know what? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. No. And reasons for some visions over consider. So I think I have a reason. Like, look, for example, now, this is exactly the spot where Serum Visions is better than consider. Because you're going to play it regardless in your turn. What do you do there, Remand? Remand's annoying, I can't even counter it back. Snapcatso. Okay. Unexpected. I have to say, I did not expect a Snapcaster Mage in this turn. Yeah, for example, now, I was going to play it Serum Vision, considering my turn, so Serum Vision is obviously better. Shunta de Mara would be sweet, would it be though? Snapcaster in this turn as well. That was very unexpected. I don't know what they thought. Magmatic Sinkhole. Shredder. Bobo. Loot. Ragavan. No land. Go. I think it's Through the Breach. It must be blue-red Through the Breach. So they just put an Emrakul into play at some point. I can't block. Bird. The combo Boseju Archmage Charm. Boseju shelters all. The first Boseju. And then, how many years after? 17 years after the printed one that endures. First, you shelter, then you endure. And if you ask me, what does it mean? I have no clue. I'll block here. But what do they have? Unholy Heat? Che fai? Anger of the Gods. Che schifo. Any bolts? GG! G. G. E patapim e patapam. Alright. The right buttons have been clicked in this game. Let's hope that we can click the right buttons the new one as well. We never knew what the opponent played. They play some questionable cards. That's what they play. Have I seen the Japanese modern hotspot pile that plays 61 cards interactive at once? Yeah, I know. Many people have linked me to that, but I don't find it funny. I've seen it. What's my opinion on 2 Blood Moon versus 3? No opinions. You can play how many you want. You can talk with these lots. This list comes from Carlos Moral. He's the finalist of Saturday's Modern Challenge. He's a very good player from Spain. He beat me in a winning in for a GP once. After I had a Raska emblem in play for 5 turns and never drew a creature and died. I do remember that fondly. And I like to play decks that do well in the weekend on my channel. Would you play Chalice on 0? Yes. Chalice on 0. Look at Serum Visions now. It digs deeper than Consider. That's better. Right? See? It digs 2 cards deeper. Imagine if it was a Consider. We would be drawing this island and then have 2 cards on top that were bad. I need to return to my Blood Moon version in the main deck. Yeah, it's not a bad version. What do you bring? What matchup do you bring in Chalice for? It's always like that. Chalice with the Void, it's always for the Cascade decks. Sometimes you can have it against... I'll go Island first, because I might draw a red card. Full house. Full house of very good cards that everybody wants to be banned in every format. And a common that has been nerfed on Magic Arena. Yeah, Glorious Japanese pile. Yeah, I saw it. Strange. Ok, playing against Uvu control. Sì, ma porco cazzo, le terre. Oh, where's my lands? What are you doing there? Ice? No, vabbè. The king draw step. Okay. The decks that Darcy don't play Borrow. I just don't think Borrow is a good card. You can put Borrow in every deck. I don't think it's a good card. No, my opponent's playing Control. You don't like the digital only changes. Yeah, you're in good company. Almost no one likes it. I honestly don't care. It's in the realms of things that don't touch me, so I don't bother caring. Time Walk is strong. It's not bad. What can I find here? Boat. I don't know. But lands are not bad. I'm gonna go hand bottom Exilio. And then I'll play a Dragon's Rage Chandelier. We went from missing a land drop to literally finding 3 lands in a turn. Are you going to play the cool Japanese hot pile? Nope. I only play decks that do well in events because I want to keep the stream competitive and not... I don't maybe it's a mistake because people like to watch bad things, but I just feel like whenever I play a bad deck, I feel bad and I give a worse content. I want to play good decks. I want to win. I want to beat my opponent. Things like that. You know what I mean? Because there's plenty of content creators that don't really target the good decks. Plenty of them. Oh, look, you got 2 islands up. What do I have? Nambella merda, that's what I have. Let's go Channeler. Iteration. Every time, I swear, chat, 2 times recently, so... Okay, this is not to brag or anything, but I haven't done less than 3-2 in a very long time. And the last time I've done less than 3-2, it's when I built a deck. You understand what I mean? So just play good decks. I think you give a good show. And that's it. Play Glimpse? I've played Glimpse like 2 days ago. Actually, 2 days gonna go up the video with Glimpse. And Bottom Exile. You listen to the podcast day one, Jamie? Thank you. Yeah, the podcast. Trying to learn how to do the podcast things. If I'd considered my graveyard, I would have got the Lyra instead of 4 sorceries. That's funny. I'm a poor deck builder. Yeah. I mean, the thing is that I really think I spent my time much better. I was talking about this yesterday. The Rakdos Scam deck. I think there's so much room for improvement. The thing is that in my moment of my career, I prefer just making content, playing good decks, than just spending leagues over improvements. And that's the path I chose. You never forget the notorious Crack the Earth trophy. Well, the deck was also net decked. I did kind of improve it though. But yeah. So what I'm saying is, usually when you play a deck, and then you play it again, the second time you play it, the views drop dramatically. So unless it's like something super popular like a Blue or Murktide or Affinity that everybody likes, then you're gonna keep on getting good views. But if it's a new deck, and you play it a second time, it drops. I draw a card. Let's watch out for Supreme Verdict. They might have that one. I have Delirium now. Hand, bottom, exile. I'll attempt to... I'll attempt to... cosa faccio? I guess I'll fetch island first. I have like 1 island left, maybe 2. 2 islands, okay. So I'll do this first. Surveil. Bird. Why do you think Brazen Bar is a bad card? Brazen Bar is like engineered explosives. It does its things, but in a very expensive way. Do Supreme Verdict here. Okay, no worries. And then I'll play Murktide. I'll have like 1... I'll play it 5/5. Go, I played land already. Dispute is game 1. There'll be even combo videos. Yeah. Do you think the new Serapagona is next to Lurrus? How can you think that? How can you compare any card with Lurrus of the Dream then? Don't play the Fairy. Che? No, vabbè, you attack me with the land? No, non ci credo. I should told me that. I would have made it an 8-8. Chat. Quante spell ci mettevo? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, vabbè, non ci credo. E niente. Let's all in. Pepengu is all in, chat. Pepengu is all in. Please don't have a second Supreme Verdict. Okay, opponent, listen to me. Don't have a second Supreme Verdict. Just have counterspells in hand. Just have counterspells in hand, please. Alright? Let's do this, okay? No verdetto supremo. Only tierras. Attenzione, Snapcaster Mage. Huh. That actually will work. My opponent will fight over this and then play Supreme Verdict. Let's try. Nice try. Yep. Snapcaster Mage doing some good work over there. Good job, opponent. Good job. Wait, do you have another island in your deck? Or do you have to take 3 damage? Huh? You have to take 3 damage there? Ah! They have to go to 4? Okay, there's a chance then. Ah, you ran out of basic lands. Very sweet. Va bene, you got 4 cards. I got 4 cards, but one of them is Ragavan. I could win the game if I flip a bolt off the top now. Let's flip it. Lightning Bolt for Pepengu, please. Lightning Bolt. 1, 2, 3, Lightning Bolt. Spell Pierce. Terrible. Terrible. Alright, you got a 2, opponent. Exile is far nice. Piegonti. Are you ready? Are you ready for the Fire and Ice? Are you guys ready to flip Fire and Ice off my opponent's top deck? En 1, 2, 3, Fire and Ice. Boom! What in the world? What? Bolt in your deck? No, vabbè! Were you playing Bolt in your control deck? What the? I never expected this, I swear. So lucky. Who'd even... I like top deck from your opponent deck. Oh, that's funny. Thank you to Tube23 for subbing with the Prime. Remember that if you're enjoying the show and you have Amazon Prime, you can support for free your streamer Pepengu. Oh, mi sto pisciando addosso. This has been a great game of Magic. L'adunanza. Very lucky. Yeah. Very lucky, chat. Very lucky indeed. Thank you, Toop. Ah, mamma mia. Man, imagine if every deck was as fun as Blue-Red Murktide. Imagine what a game would Magic the Gathering be. Turu turu tu. Turu tu 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 turu tu. Yeah, thank you to Ragavan for being a fair and balanced card. Je keep. After missing that turn 3 land drop, I didn't expect to win. So by the way, so far Serum Vision has been okay. Like I still wouldn't consider to Serum Visions, but you know, it dug deeper. Like in that game, it dug very deep. Ooh, look at that! Put Subtlety instead of Murktide. Opponent goes turn 1 a relic. Is that a big brain? Nice, look at that. Bottoming to very bad card. Once again, you see, like, it's good. It's good. Like, it's being very good. Now, Serum Visions, I drew the top card and bottom 2. Much better than consider. DRC. I'll play DRC. And I'll hold up Dispute further to Fairy. This is the reason why I don't bring in Flusterstorm, because Flusterstorm doesn't counter to Fairy. It's very important. DRC. Yeah, you can leave mana open to represent spell peers, for sure. But you don't, if you don't have it, then your cantrip is worse. I mean, that's fine. Like, again, that's the reason why people play Consider. Ending? Okay. Poi non has 2 cards in hand, non è che sono proprio tantissime. I have 2 cards in hand. Let me play Iteration first. Then I'll moon them. No rush. Are you in a rush? Because I'm not. Never been in a rush before. I guess when I have to go to the bathroom, I play kind of bit in a rushy, but it's not now. I'm relaxed now. They only have 2 cards now. I didn't know it was possible. They must have mulliganed to like 5 or 6. I must have missed it. No fetch end of turn. I'll just untap and play my Expressive Iteration. Because first, you draw cards. Hand, bottom, exile. Bubble, target me. What's on top? Ooh, beautiful. Beautiful. I draw the island and pass. I get a Triumph? No, vabbè, they play around my Blood Moon. Big brain. I draw Basic Island. Flagstonks. I think the red is harder to pilot in Modern and Legacy. I don't know, what do you mean hard to pilot? It's always I don't know. Never sure how to answer this question. It's, yeah, I mean, it's a blue deck. It's not easy. They're the same. Let's answer it that way. They're the same. No, mi sono inchiodato. Va bene, dai. Hand, bottom, exile, play land, play Ragavan. Yeah. Ragavan. I don't know what do I even do with all this subtlety, but maybe one day I'll know. I mean, the reason for this subtlety is because I don't like that my opponent has like rest in peace, so I like to take out my Murktides. That's the reason. Because some people have rest in peace, also known as rest in pepegas. Gain control? Oh no. I think blue-red Murktide is better than blue-red in Legacy. What's that? Sorry, Ponente. We can't do these things here. You not only are not going to cast a fairy this turn, but you are not even going to cast it next turn because I steal it. Actually, they have to bottom it. You put it on top? You put it on top, opponent. I think they're gonna concede now. I think they're gonna realize I told you. I basically already lived all these moments in my life many times, so I can safely predict the future. Porca merda, 2-0 every match I lost to Dredgevine. No, but like, this deck is so good. This deck is so good, chat. Like, you don't understand how good this deck is. Because the thing is that every week I play Modern, and then I end the week with Blue and Murktide, right? And I'm like, what have I done the whole week? You know? What have I done the whole week? Because it's not only good that like you win almost every match. It's also like, super fun. It's a combination of good and fun that's like impossible to top. Bene, 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 bene.